Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Definitely always up for a good deep dive.
Awesome. So today we're tackling something I think we can all relate to, and that's the art of saying no.
Yeah.
Setting those boundaries, it can be tough, right?
Absolutely. It's a constant struggle.
But the good news is we've got some fantastic insights from Talks That Matter to help us out.
Yeah, they've got some really practical advice on how to say no gracefully and effectively.
Right. So first things first, Talks That Matter is all about reframing the whole idea of saying no, like ditching the guilt.
Totally. They emphasize that no is a complete sentence. You don't need to over-explain or apologize. Just a simple no is enough.
I love that. It's so empowering because honestly, I feel like sometimes when we over-explain, we almost give the other person an opening to try and change our minds.
Exactly. It weakens your stance. Talks That Matter suggests a simple no, I can't commit to that right now. Clear, concise, no room for interpretation.
Perfect. But of course, there's a way to say no without sounding like a robot.
Right. It's all about empathy. You can be firm in your no while still acknowledging the other person's request and their feelings.
Yeah, because I think sometimes people worry that saying no will make them seem, I don't know, uncaring or rude.
I get that. But Talks That Matter offers some really helpful phrases like, I appreciate you thinking of me, but unfortunately, or I understand this is important, but right now. Just little things to soften the blow.
Right. So you're being direct, but you're not being a jerk.
Exactly. And that's key. Another tip they highlight is the power of I statements.
Oh, yeah, those are great. So instead of saying, you always spring this stuff on me last minute,
Yeah.
you could say,
I need more time to prepare for something like this.
exactly. You're owning your needs and feelings without placing blame.
Yeah, it shifts the focus to your own experience. And Talks That Matter actually cites research showing that I statements can make conversations way less defensive.
Interesting. So it's not just about getting your point across. It's about doing it in a way that opens up dialogue instead of shutting it down.
Totally. Now, another thing Talks That Matter talks about is offering alternatives. But they make it super clear that this is optional. You don't have to do this every time.
Right. I was going to say, because sometimes you genuinely just can't do something.
Exactly. But if you're able to offer a different option, like I can't do Tuesday, but Thursday works for me, it shows you're being flexible within your boundaries.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've got all these great tools for saying no, but how do we actually make it a habit? Because, sometimes it's just easier to say yes in the moment.
Oh, I hear you. That's where practice comes in. Talks That Matter suggests starting small. What's one tiny thing you could say no to today that would free up some time or energy, like maybe skipping that extra meeting that you don't really need to be at?
Right. Or saying no to like another social commitment when you're already feeling overbooked.
Exactly. Small steps. Each time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're strengthening those boundary muscles.
I love that analogy. So the more you do it, the easier it gets.
Exactly. And as you become more comfortable saying no, you'll have more space to say yes to the things that truly matter.
That's such a great point. And I think what I really appreciate about Talks That Matter is that they present saying no as a form of self-care, not selfishness.
Right. It's about recognizing that your needs are valid. And by honoring them, you can show up better in all areas of your life.
Totally. So as we wrap up, I'm curious, what's one small no you're going to practice today?
It's a powerful step toward reclaiming your time and energy.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
See you then.